Park City Foundation. Some of you might know also that my day job is as a National Park Chief in the New Forest. And I'm really, really excited to be involved in London because National Parks was 70 years old last year. Did you know that? So the year that National Park City launched was the 70th anniversary of National Parks. Now, they were set up for the health and well-being of people, more or less, about the same time as the NHS. So I think we're sort of coming full circle, really, from some of the things we're hearing from our young activists and others in the room. And that's why it's very energising for me to be involved and to come today, and certainly a great privilege to introduce the next session. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce a very inspiring young man, Kabir Kaul. He's just 14, I say just because his CV is almost longer than mine. He is a conservationist, a wildlife writer. He's passionate, in fact he just told me that his favourite bird is a kingfisher, about wildlife and biodiversity. And he's even gone as far as to help us all understand it by creating an interactive wildlife map of the reserves of London. He's also an ambassador for the Cameron Bespolka Trust, which is an amazing charity, which also is doing work in the New Forest. It's really special for me to introduce some of your ambassadors. The RSPB Youth Council as well. And also, last but definitely not least, a champion for the National Park City. So let me hand over to the amazing Kabir to take us through how we can rewild London together.
Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day and that you've enjoyed the Merrill Hustings. Welcome to the session. I'm Kabir Kaul, a young conservationist and wildlife writer here in the capital. And this afternoon, I'd like you to see the wider side of London through the eyes of the capital's young people. We'll be exploring how we can enhance young Londoners' understanding of the natural world, especially on their doorstep, their London National Park City. This is desperately needed when only 1 in 5 children in the UK are connected to nature. Young people have been swept back into their homes by a world dominated by electronics, leading to children spending less and less time outside. When I was 11, I could not find much opportunity to share my passion for the natural world with other people. My only source of entertainment would be to go to the local RSPB group every month in a church in Harrow, enthused by a variety of conservationists. It was here that I found out about other organisations like like-minded young people. And the truth is, I did not find out about this group because of social media, because at the time I didn't have any. But it was from looking at a barely visible notice board. And it can sometimes feel that, although there is so much opportunity for the youngest children, it almost feels as sometimes it doesn't even exist due to a lack of publicity. With the right amount of awareness, I'm hopeful that many young children in the future will be given more opportunities to get out into nature, even to those who do not even have an interest in the natural world. After I met other like-minded young people, it inspired me to make a difference for wildlife on my very doorstep, whether that be in my back garden or in London itself. Authorities in the capital are doing an amazing amount of work to restore habitats and make their boroughs greener, healthier and wilder, but there is still work to be done. It is fabulous that authorities and organisations alike are all making a difference for nature, but in order for awareness to reach many more people, collaboration is needed. This will be a key theme in our session today, as we explore how to rewild London together. For the past year or so, I've written about different nature reserves and wildlife sites I visited in London, on my blog and in the articles I write for different publications, encouraging others to explore a different side of the capital, a different perspective. Some of which have really stood out to me, some amazing places, include the Rewilding Wildlife Garden in the City of London, New Cross Gate Cutting in Lewisham, the Totteridge Valley in North London, and St John's Wood Church Gardens, a small local interest just opposite the Lord's Cricket Ground. These could be lying on your very doorstep. There are over 1,600 of them, so get exploring. With the help of teachers at school, I've set up a wildlife society, and we're off to Norfolk in March on an educational wildlife watching trip. A few weeks ago, we did a small bird watch around the school field, hoping to count a few red kites, which are magnificent birds of prey, as well as a few foxes. Well, all we saw some pigeons. But other than unsuccessful surveys, we collaborate with other societies to make the school a more sustainable and wildlife-friendly environment, encouraging all students to get involved. Organisations in London especially must continue to do the same. Today we'll be hearing from a few organisations, all giving young people the tools they need to preserve the natural world, in an age group which has lost so much connection with nature. Each of our speakers will give a 10-minute talk, and there will be a discussion at the end, with an opportunity for you, our audience, to participate in a two-way discussion with the speakers, so please listen carefully. And while you're listening, I'd like you to consider two thoughts, which you may have spotted on the screens. The first of which is, what if all of London's young people were connected with nature? And the second thought is that, what if we all collaborate to support all of what if we all collaborated, to support all of London's young people in making London greener, healthier and wilder? I find these thoughts very compelling. Enjoy the talks, and our first speaker is Arjun from the Cameron Bespoka Trust. Now, Arjun got into nature through the RSPB's Big Garden Bird Watch and became hooked with visiting places and watching wildlife in action. He started a blog which allowed him to share his experiences and connect with more people and find out about more places. Some of you may know his local patch, the fantastic Morton Park in Morton. Arjun got into conservation work after going on an RSPB Phoenix Conservation Weekend in 2017. This experience led him to realise that he could be involved in the interaction between people and nature. He went on to join a young team of rangers at Morton Park, led by the National Trust's Green Academy programme. Arjun is now a young ambassador with the Cameron Bespolka Trust. Please welcome Arjun.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Arjun, and thank you to Kabir for actually introducing me. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, just a little bit more about myself. I'm a 17-year-old, I'm an environmentalist from South London, and ever since I was 7, my greatest passion has been in wildlife conservation and bird watching. So yeah, my journey into conservation started with volunteering and representing National Trust across the country, as well as at Morton Park in South London. This has helped me join the London Wildlife Trust Youth Forum and the I Will campaign for the past year, where I'm involved in youth social action for the environment. But above all, the thing that brings me the most excitement and the most enjoyment is bird watching. And so being able to help other young people have the opportunity to enjoy the natural world is something I just love doing. So in April 2019, I was... Thank you. So in April 2019, I was still to become an ambassador for the Cameron Bespoka Trust. The charity was set up in memory of 16-year-old Cameron Bespoka following his tragic death in 2013. Cameron had always had a strong love for nature, and so his family wanted to help young people have more opportunities available to them as well. All of the youth ambassadors are lucky to have Cameron's mother Corinne supporting and encouraging us, and I'm delighted that she's also here today to support me. Our motto at the Cameron Bespoka Trust is bringing children and nature together. We are run by a board of trustees, 11 young ambassadors, and as a team, we're involved in partnerships and with charities and schools around the country. Our aim is to find new ways of engaging young people from a wide audience with nature. So here is a picture from all of the young ambassadors. So in the top right corner, that was taken last year, And what's great about us is that we all love nature in different ways, with our interests ranging from conservation and rewilding to gardening and environmental campaigning. By working together, we've been able to help with fundraising and by leading walks and events around the country. Some of our events occur on an annual basis. Since 2016, British Trust for Ornithology have been organising bird camps for 11 to 18-year-olds in Norfolk, which means anyone from all over the UK are able to go. These camps are an amazing opportunity for young people to get out into nature in one of the UK's best places for bird watching, all in the company of other like-minded teenagers. Since the cost is subsidised by the Cameron Bespoka Trust, this means it becomes more accessible to young people regardless of their background. Now, as the Trust offers free membership to the Hampshire Ornithological Society, which we're also running a bird camp in the New Forest since 2018, which I highly recommend. I'm very excited about going this year. This will hopefully bring future generations of nature enthusiasts to that event, so otherwise they've never been able to get those opportunities in the past. For example, there will be ringing demonstrations, talks by people such as inspirational people such as Chris Packham, so I think it's very exciting times. It's also clear that the past 5 years or so there have been more opportunities for the older end of the spectrum as well. While the 11 to 15-year-olds I've just moved out there, so now I'm moving up to the 16 to 18-year-olds. And the Cameron Bespoka Trust offers the chance for one lucky 16 to 18-year-old to go to the Cornell Labs of Ornithology in the USA. As several of the young ambassadors have been lucky to go in the past, I know for a fact from the number of times I've heard all about the amazing birds they're seeing there and how easy it is to get me jealous, that it's an eye-opening experience for them and one that they'll never forget. So with more opportunities like this becoming possible, hopefully it will only mean that more of Britain's youth feel that they can get involved without feeling comfortable or out of place. Being able to help more and more young people enjoy the natural world is important for so many reasons. Yes, there are still so many people of the lower ages that are disconnected from nature, and so we are working hard to help provide more opportunities to those urban areas, with London being one of the main target areas. Whilst birdwatching may be one of the best ways to engage the next generation with nature, there are so many other ways that can be an inspiration. For example, the RSPB lead a wild art competition for under 18s every year, and as we help sponsor this competition, many of the ambassadors and trustees gathered at all galleries in central London last October to celebrate some of the amazing artwork produced. I know for a fact that I would never be able to produce a painting nearly as good as the 3-year-old that made the frog painting for the 0 to 7 category, so I think celebrating artwork of all sorts of nature is really important. Another way that we've helped young people in London has been through our Young Birders Walks, now known as our Bespoka Walks for Wildlife. So I think it's easy to say that now we always wanted the walks when we started them to inspire people, but I would say that's a lie. When I first got Twitter in February 2018, I was pretty amazed to find out how many others of a similar age there were in and around London with an interest in the environment, and luckily Kabir was the first person I met. So, before I got social media, I'd always assumed I was this lone weirdo in the world of birdwatching, and I think I can tell you that I am still a weirdo, but I think now... But more or less, I was over the moon to find out there were other people out there with a similar interest, and now, eventually, we got a Twitter group chat going, and within a few months, myself and my good friend Samuel Levy, who is also an ambassador for Cameron Bespoka Trust, thought about organising a slightly improvised meet-up so we could all head out together and enjoy each other's company. The walk started at RSPB Rain Marshes in East London, and before we all knew it, in August 2018, we saw a range of species from wading birds to willow emerald damselflies, and we all had such a great time. But with school becoming harder and harder, as my old friends found different interests to that of my own, being able to meet up with a range of people and a group of people that I share so much in common with is always one of the highlights of my school holidays. Whilst the quality of wildlife is always a bit iffy in London, enjoying nature with friends and in a place where you can enjoy it regardless is just so important. And now if we see some good wildlife, it's more of a bonus rather than enjoying each other's company. So just being outdoors on these walks have, unsurprisingly, been a key factor in helping mental health for all of us. During times of exam stress or miserable winter weather, like we're in now, in my opinion, I feel like the walks for many of us have been a form of respite, helped us to step back from any problems by relaxing outdoors with some great people. Personally, I can't imagine where I'd be without some friends I've made on these walks, which makes me all the more determined to keep them going. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's enjoyed from them, although I'm sure they can tell me otherwise. Looking back on the first walk, I don't think any of us were expecting it to be enjoyable as it was, and soon after, we were on our next walk. Since then, we've had 5 further events at the site, with each one attracting more and more young people. While I've been organising them, Sam has been leading them, and I'm extremely grateful for him for doing so. Of course, the one time I had to lead an event, it was a disaster. The weather was terrible, people lost their phones, but I think I'll stick to organisation and enjoying it as we go. So our most recent walk was on the 3rd of January this year and was by far and away the best one yet. Although we saw some great wildlife, again it was the company that made it so fun. This was our highest toast of people, with 11 young people braving the morning drizzle to meet up for the day, which ended in a stunning urban sunset over London. It was definitely the highlight of my Christmas holidays. As we reflect on the first 18 months of Bespoka Walks with Wildlife, it really is unbelievable to see how they've progressed. We would never have thought that after starting with just 5 of us, it would grow to a large group of teenagers eager to join us and share their love for the natural world. I think it shows how a small idea can eventually be an inspiration to others later on, and so I really encourage anyone who has an idea, no matter how small, to kind of keep pushing with it. You never know the difference it might make. And now there are so many more people keen to come. I think we've got around 20 people on our group chat now, and when we started we would never have thought that there were so many people out there with an interest. It just needs that spark. So even more excitingly, our Easter walk will be followed by another one led by Maya Bambrick, one of the many amazing young ambassadors that work for the Trust. Although it isn't in central London, it's just outside at Holborough Brooks RSPB in Sussex. This means it's not too difficult to get to, but if you're interested, please let me know and I will put you in touch. Or know someone who is, I'm not sure it's the audience for 11 to 18 year olds. Firstly, we're all very excited, we're all very excited about a project called Cameron's Cottage. In collaboration with the RSPB, we are working towards creating a children's education centre in the New Forest to provide a base to inspire young people to experience nature. £425,000 have been pledged towards the project, and hopefully it will be completed by October 2021 to help more young people have a place to study and meet new people, really get involved. If anyone is interested in finding out more about it and how they can get involved, do come and talk to us later. So I was hoping to show you a short clip created by some of the youth ambassadors about Cameron's Cottage, but I think we've run out of time, so please do have a look online if you are interested. Thank you for listening, and thank you to London National Park City for having us here today. We look forward to working together in the future to help more people in London interact with nature from younger ages.